Conservative Party, the Honourable Member for Thornhill.
I'll be splitting my time with two of my colleagues. Can the minister tell us what the average rent of a one-bedroom apartment was in Toronto in 2015?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to really understand how building more rentals with investing in less money makes sense from that side of the House.
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, it's very rich coming from that side, these types of questions, when they believe that the federal government should do less on housing, not more.
It was $1,103. Can you tell us what the average rent is now?
Honourable Minister.
To be taken seriously on the issue of rent, they should stop blocking rental supports to Canadians, Mr. Chair.
Does the minister have a single number from his own estimates?
Minister.
Mr. Chair, it's hard to take that party opposite seriously on rents when they voted against the Canada Housing Benefit, which delivers rental supports to Canadians.
Honourable Member.
More than $2,500. Is he aware that that number is more than double what it was 8 years ago?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, what I do know is that that party in power did nothing to help Canadian renters. We introduced the Canada Housing Benefit, which is helping renters.
Honourable Member.
Is he aware that that number is double? Just a yes or no.
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, it would be interesting to know how they plan to build more rentals with less money and investments in housing.
The honourable member can ask all the questions he wants when he's in opposition, but this is not how it works. Is he aware that $25.26 for an average rental apartment in Toronto is double what it was 8 years ago?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, with all due respect, I do know how this Committee of the Whole works, and I am pointing out the hypocrisy on not helping Canadian renters and then standing here and talking about rent as if they care.
Member.
Does the minister have a single number from his own estimates tonight?
Honourable Minister.
Chair, I'd like to know how they plan to cut supports for renters and then pretend to stand here and care about renters.
Honourable Member.
Single number.
Honourable Minister.
I also noticed that you're not giving me the same amount of time as the question to answer.
With the same amount of time.
Me off earlier.
Order. I'm giving the minister more time to answer than the minister. So just so we know, if the member's taking 3 seconds, the minister has 3 seconds, and I'm being very, very generous with the minister to be able to answer that. The honourable member for Thornhill.
If he doesn't have a single number on the prices of rent, let's try housing. Can the minister tell us how much an average home in Toronto cost in 2015?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, I'll take the party opposite's rhetoric on housing seriously when they actually produce a real plan on housing.
Just so you know, that was a 3-second question and a 6-second answer. The honourable member for Thornhill.
It's just over $600,000. How much is the average cost today? Just a number.
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, we on this side of the House believe in the right to housing. They don't.
The honourable member.
It's $1.2 million, Mr. Speaker. If he doesn't have the numbers, I'm going to answer the questions. What is 600,000 times 2?
The honourable minister.
Mr. Chair, the honourable member should talk to members of our caucus who believe we should do less on housing.
The honourable member.
It's $1.2 million. So housing prices in Toronto have doubled in 8 years, right?
Honourable Minister.
Chair, how does the honourable member believe in attacking mayors will produce more housing?
Honourable member.
Has the minister come to this committee prepared with a single answer that includes a number?
Honourable Minister.
Chair, this is the party that believes in cuts. We believe in federal leadership in housing.
The honourable member.
To afford an average home, which has doubled in price, can the minister tell us how much money a family needs to make each year?
Honourable Minister.
Chair, if they care about housing affordability, why did they vote against the first-time home buyer incentive?
The honourable member. Honourable Minister.
Against supports for home buyers.
The honourable member.
It's $207,000 a year. How much money does he think the median household in Toronto, the city in which he lives, makes?
The honourable Minister.
If they're serious about rental supports, why did they vote against the Canada Housing Benefit, which is delivering real supports to Canadian renters?
The honourable member.
Just a number. Will the minister have a single number tonight for this Committee of the Whole on estimates?
The honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, they have all the questions tonight, but they have no plan on housing, and they have no help for Canadians who actually need help in housing.
Honourable member.
It's just over $68,000 after taxes. Is he aware that the median family needs to pay 3 times their annual income just to buy an average home in the city that he represents?
Member.
We know that one of the solutions to higher housing prices is more supply. We brought measures to create more supply. They voted against it.
Honourable member.
Does he have a single number tonight for estimates?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, do they have a plan for housing, or do they just have rhetoric and buzzwords?
Honourable member.
He's not answering the questions. Does he have a single answer for any one of the questions that I asked?
The Honourable Minister.
They don't have a plan. All they have is gimmicks and buzzwords.
The Honourable member.
Mr. Chair, if he doesn't want to speak about housing, can the minister confirm that there is no money in these estimates for racists like Laith Marouf?
The Honourable member.
Mr.
Minister.
Chair, I do want to speak about housing. The problem is they have no plan, and they stand here pretending to care about Canadians and help to them, but they vote against all the measures we bring to this House.
Honourable the Deputy.